This episode of Between Us Girls, the podcast, is brought to you by Studio Sweden. Studio Sweden is a revolutionary new headphone brand sweeping the entire world. These are customizable 24-hour battery life, okay? Then they have major noise reduction. These are amazing, okay? Check them out. Go to www.studio.com and make sure you use the code Between Us Girls at checkout to get 15% off your order. You want to do this, okay? I'm telling you.
You are now listening to Between Us Girls, the podcast, where we discuss life's fuckeries and then some over wine.
Hey, welcome to our show. This is Michelle.
Danielle.
And Sharonda.
And this is
Between Us Girls.
And you can always find us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, and on our website, www.betweenusgirlspodcast.com/episodes.
And you know what? You should just financially contribute to your girls and to our cause. Even if it's, I'm going to act like you passed on a Sunday. $1, $5, whatever you got. Give it to the Lord. I mean, to Between Us Girls. Head over to
www.patreon.com
/ Between Us Girls. Thank you, Michelle.
You are welcome. That's what we're all here for, to support each other and make sure that we are caught if we get ready to stumble. Yeah, so I could catch you.
Oh, okay. I just feel like it's a right. The things that are happening in the world.
What's happening right now is you're stealing my good energy.
Oh, well, let me give it back to you.
Boom, boom, boom.
Danielle, what's going on with you guys' book club?
Okay, so we are reading Year of Yes, and it is a really good book. Like, I really like it. It really reads like by Shonda Rhimes.
By the badass book, kind of?
No, it reads like almost like a Meredith Grey
like
monologue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But because I don't know. I guess maybe because reading
she writes
it,
all of it.
yeah.
Okay.
Like as I was reading, I was like, I can hear Meredith saying this stuff.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
she writes it, so it's like,
It makes sense.
yeah, like it
Right.
makes sense or whatever. But yeah, it's a really good book, and it's really interesting. Like, the premise of it is basically saying yes to life experiences.
Mhm.
And you would think that somebody who is as successful as she is, and that she would be, she has a successful show, she has a family, and she would just be like automatically happy, and that just wasn't the case. And she was very much so isolating herself. But anyway, it's a very good book.
I think I'm going to read it. Actually, what I think I'm going to do is go ahead and try out Audible, just so that I can listen. Because I got those new headphones from Studio.
Mm-hmm.
And when I tell y'all, the sound is so amazing. Like, I went to the park and I could not hear any of the kids.
That is fucking wonderful.
Yes. Bomb. And they're really comfortable too. I really, 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 really like
That
them.
is just like key, like tooted out kids.
Yes.
You need that. You gotta have it.
Yes. I really like them, actually. Like, they're really good.
You forget you have them.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, came through dripping.
And
Is
life
it
is
good?
life
Yeah.
is peaceful all over again.
I'm trying to tell you, green like a mug. You need to pair those earphones.
You
Okay.
do. You do.
Because-
I think you can get them at Target, but you could probably go to their website. It's www.studio.
Definitely.
Yeah, but Michaela had them last night, and I was like, what we're not going to do is play with these high-end headphones. They're not that expensive, like $90, but they're really good headphones. It's not something that I would want one.
You
to be playing
you
with.
pay for quality.
You do.
Mhm.
You definitely do. Definitely. So on today's episode, we are going to finish our discussion on how to be black, the rules of blackness. I think you guys know that Kanye West recently revealed that really it was just that he had to make America great again hat, and that it was signed. And then after that, he kind of spiraled. Did anyone see exactly what happened with that?
I kind of watched it actually. The tweets.
Yeah,
I didn't watch the video. They said he was like dancing to some,
There's a video? I didn't see a video.
Yeah, there was some Scoobity Bop or something.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
Poop.
it was a video, or was
No,
it just a
like
song?
Before the song was released, how he was acting in regards to his relationship with President Trump, and people were like, "Oh my God, how can you do this? We need to trade you. We'll take."
It looked like it was a video on there. That's what I'm saying. It was like a clip, so maybe it was just a sound clip.
It was a song, and okay, I'm a real talk. The beat was fire.
On the Scoopy Poo.
The end of it was the Scoopity whatever.
What you can't do though, I don't give a damn what Kanye does. What you cannot take away from him is his his quality for that shit, for beats and production. And
I can't remember what he sampled, but it was like, because it did have like a transition. God, it reminds me of like the song with him and Future, Father. God, I can't think of the name of that song. Of how it starts off kind of churchy like or whatever, like
it kind of stretch my hand.
Yes, that song, yeah. It kind of reminds me of that a little bit, but doper.
But more dope. You talking about the Scoopy Poop or the one with the T.I.?
No, I don't like the T.I. song. That's trash.
I vaguely heard it in my waking up this morning. So I'm gonna give it a listen again after I'm good and awake today, and we'll see. But I just read what they were saying about the Scoopity whatever, and I saw a little picture on Twitter, and I thought maybe it was a video of him dancing to it or something. I thought that's what I read.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. But I looked at all his tweets, and I guess because I feel like I know Kanye is a crazy ass Gemini, and I know they always, I don't know, they think weirdly. I felt like first of all, this is a plot for his album sales or whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. That's number one. Number two, I think that this album is going to completely contradict everything that he pretty much has been saying right now.
Really? Because I don't think so.
No, because I think he's going to still say it, but he's like in the song with T.I., how he's saying like, yeah, we should make America great again. I'm wearing the hat. Not wearing the hat in support of Trump, but we need to figure out what we have to do to make America great again. I don't know why. I just always know that's where Kanye is going with shit.
I feel like don't know why. It's partly publicity. He wants people to buy the album.
It's publicity, and it's that plot. It's that mind thing. I really feel like he is trying to shake people up and make them think a little bit differently. But everybody can't think like a Gemini because y'all crazy. Right? Y'all really the fuck are like y'all. But I'm not so much stuck on being a stan or a fan of Kanye. I just feel like I know how, and I don't know why, but I feel like I kind of know how his mind is working and what he's trying to do with this. And I feel like that's what's going to happen. He's going to quote and say a lot of shit that he's already said, but it's not in support of, somebody in particular. Maybe he's supportive of Trump because he's like, at least these motherfuckers are saying how they feel now and not hiding it. Or, what? I don't know. I don't want to try to break it down because
well, you can break it down, but before we do that, we need to talk about what we're sipping on.
Oh, yeah. See, we're going right on into it. So, today, we are sipping on a twist top that Michelle brought in.
First of all.
And
I love twist tops.
First of all, y'all always try to do
You can open it in the car.
Right?
No, you know what I mean?
So, these bitches are now talking about travel wine. Except for it's a large bottle. So, travel wines are small? No,
they don't have to be.
Oh my bad. Okay, so this is
in the back seat.
Oh my god,
in the big purse.
In the big purse.
Oh my god,
you fill your cup up.
I don't know these people.
It's pretty good off the first sip.
I was gonna say the name.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So it's a Donna Paula Estate, Torrontés, and it's an Argentinian wine. The vintage is 2011. And our lovely alcohol content provided by the wonderful Michelle is a whopping 13.5%.
You better turn up.
You better work.
It's pretty good. Of course, at the end of the episode, we will rate the wine on appearance, body, finish, taste, and we'll give it a cumulative score of whatever we're doing right now?
The same
Oh,
thing
25.
we've been doing. Oh my God.
I'd be forgetting or whatever.
Are we going back to the do you like it or no?
Is it good or not?
Was it good or not?
So what do you guys think about the way Black people kind of jumped on Kanye for his difference of opinion?
Well, one, I think that what Kanye was saying was actually probably a little bit lost in translation.
Yeah, always. Always.
I don't necessarily view him as a Trump supporter.
Exactly.
I think that what he's trying to, at least this is how I'm taking it. What he's trying to get across in his message is that you should love everyone and that there should be no hate in your heart. Like if you read his tweets, like a lot of his tweets are talking about, love and stuff or whatever like that. And he's like, I love Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
So I get that it's like, you don't want to have any hate in your heart.
Mm-hmm.
So why would you want that negative energy?
Yes.
Like, so just fill it all with love. And that's kind of how I took what he was saying. And that's why I was saying that earlier, that I don't necessarily think that his album is going to be like completely different from what he was tweeting about.
Yeah.
Like, I think it'll probably be I think it'll be within the same message. But I don't think that it'll be different. Now, I think people jumped the gun and was just like, oh, you got to make America great again. But one, I was like, why wouldn't you want to make America great?
Right.
The again part is where we have issues with,
Right,
because
right.
again, to what?
To which part?
Exactly.
Right.
Again, because it hasn't been great for Black people at all.
Right.
So,
and then like where he's talking about, he became critical of Obama and just like, what did Obama do for Chicago, in his 8 years or whatever, it's like a hellhole. But and I think that people also like over exaggerate this hellhole that Chicago is.
Right.
But I think that Black people just saw Trump supporter, and it was just like just red.
Right.
Like I can't even see anything else. And then also when he said that, you don't have to be a Democrat. Which you don't, and you should be an independent thinker. Like, I don't understand this notion where because you are Black, you have to align yourself with this particular party.
Right.
That's so fucking redundant.
Right. So it's like you should not have to do that.
You don't have to do that.
Right.
Because just like we were talking about Omarosa in the last episode, it's like, she can be as Black as she is and say, okay, well, this is what works for me. These are the ideas that work for me. And that doesn't mean that you love Black people any less, or that, you love your family any less, or that you want Black people to be that much less successful. It's really not personal.
Not the case. It's just what's comfortable for you.
Right. And for somebody to say, I believe something different than what you believe, that's not a personal attack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, like, they don't, just like you were saying the other day, Danielle, your feelings being hurt or whatever has to do with the way you feel, it really is a personal matter, because we all have the right to say whatever we feel and say, hey, Danielle, I don't like that shirt. Now, if your feelings get hurt behind it, that don't have nothing to do with it.
That sounds like a personal problem.
And I don't like your face. What's your point? See, that's my comeback. No, but, and on top of all of these wonderful points y'all just made, I know actual people, like real live people that are from Chicago, that are Black, that say the same shit about Obama. What's the big fucking deal? That's number one. Number two, I know a lot of Black people that are not pleased at all with what Obama has done while he was in office.
Right, Ron.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm talking about real people here that pay attention and know about politics seriously and know about policies and shit. They don't like what he's done. And excuse me, it's because Kanye's on such a public platform that he's getting slandered for it. But I feel the same way, because let's not forget about when the Bushes were in office. They didn't do shit but bring money into Texas, baby. That's all they did. All these contracts, Halliburton shit, like the list goes on and on and fucking on. But at the end of the day,
that was a conspiracy, though. Let's just be real.
I'm gonna go with no on that, and we can put a pin in that and come back, because I actually do have stuff.
Well, Dick Cheney was vice president, and he was also benefiting off of all of that.
But that's my point. Yeah. What I'm saying is,
people do what fits them, no matter what you're doing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'm saying, but the bottom line is the same. that they did what they did, and they made their state, city, whatever.
Right,
greater.
and it did benefit us.
And it benefited us.
Like,
jobs.
why you did it?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm searching for a fuck.
Right.
You know, and like I was
Right.
telling, like, well, Sarah and I were having a conversation on a post today about the Chinese people in the Mississippi Delta and how when they got there,
I commented
were,
on that 2 days ago. That's
Yeah.
so crazy that y'all just posted that because I saw it and I was tripping the fuck out.
I thought it was dope as fuck. But the thing is that, you know, they were working the cotton fields at first and they're like, now we nothing to do this. But they saw a need for a stores that service
on both
black
sides.
people.
Yeah.
Because the white
Integration.
stores, you have to go through the back door.
No, they weren't. They were still. It wasn't integration yet. I
I
thought.
was saying if they were allowed to shop there, they weren't
Oh.
allowed to go to through the
The
front
front door.
door.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You probably get harassed by white patrons while you're in there.
Oh yeah.
You know, so they made stores. They made a black store over here and the white store over here to serve the same community. And you know, LaSarah was like, "Well, why do you think they did that? It wasn't because of their morality. Probably not. They probably saw a need for that and want to make money. They don't give a fuck about us. But you know what? It benefited me.
Mhm.
Exactly.
If I could go into a store and not have to feel that hostility and
Or
harassment,
just be able to be allowed into a fucking store.
Right.
Like, let's just keep it real simple.
Right.
Just
So,
you
like-
were allowed to walk in that bitch.
right. So I give a fuck why you did it, but thank you. You know
I
what
mean, but then also too, you have to say that okay, there could have been some compassion somewhere because in the interview she also said that her father and her family offered credit
Right.
to black people when nobody was doing that.
Right.
So I mean, at some point, no matter why you started doing it, the end result or while you're doing it, it still benefited and you had compassion to actually care about the quote unquote people that you are that you're servicing in this area because they didn't have to do that. You don't have to extend credit to anybody you don't
Right.
want to.
And you know, I said that to say, you know, at the end of our conversation, and she's a good friend of mine, everybody knows that. But at the end of our conversation, I said, you know, it doesn't matter why they did it. And she was like, well, maybe if we, black people, had a different idea other than, you know, I don't care why they did it, you know, we wouldn't be where we are. But I'm like I've been reading the 4 Agreements. Y'all read that book?
I have not. That was actually my next book.
Yeah, it's good. And the first one is, you know, speak impeccable with your word. When you say stuff, you know, don't say things from the place of sin. I think that's what he said. But one of them is don't take anything personal. So it's like, why they did it is a personal thing. That's on them.
Yes.
Like, I can't make any...
You have to have a sense of detachment from
right,
stuff.
from stuff like
Yeah.
that. And I think that is the issue in our community is we're all so... And it's because we have so much hurt from everything that's happened
Agreed.
that we can't look objectively at things. It's like, well,
Without
black folks
bringing
experience this,
yeah,
right? And
yeah.
it is gonna hurt, but we also have to step back and look at it. You know, am I making sense?
No, you make perfect sense. Like, one of the things that Kanye said that was pretty interesting in relation to, you know, you don't have to be a Democrat, was that Chicago has been predominantly Democrat for years.
And look at it.
And look at
where
it.
the fuck it's at.
Right.
Exactly. Just
So it's like,
Democrat-
why would you align yourself with this party
That's not
when
helping you.
that's not helping you at all? So it's no benefit
Right
to
So,
you.
And that's like I totally get that because if the party in our city is Democratic and they're not taking care of us,
Why are you fucking
why
with
the
them?
fuck-
Right.
Like, try something different. Try
Right.
something, and I think that's what people were saying about voting Republican. Honestly, I feel like even if it hadn't been Donald Trump, they would have voted for the Republican candidate.
I mean, I think for a number of reasons. Like, I really just don't even think that people are just ready for a woman to be
Yeah.
in charge. I mean,
Well,
it's like
not
it's
that woman either. Like,
it's like I kind of feel like it's anybody but a woman.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Right,
it's
because, oh my God.
yeah, and it's like, oh, you know, what happens when she gets on her cycle and
I mean,
whatever.
but Hillary's trash though. Like,
I mean,
Yes,
but
I have a hard time agreeing with that part because I just feel like even just as a person, as whatever, as a person in office, to me, Hillary is Don Juan Garbino. She is fucking trash. Like, I don't like her. I would never have voted for her. I wouldn't have voted for Donald Trump either, but I'd have found somebody. Bitch, I'd have wrote in Mickey Mouse.
But I'm
I
saying
don't
like
like her.
people were so.
I don't like her. I hate her. Like, I
But
don't
my
like her.
point is though is that people were just so concerned about her temperament
Yeah.
when
Look at this shit.
at Trump's
He is
temperament
always on his
every day
period.
on Twitter every single day.
He emotional.
Anytime
Yeah.
anybody puts it's like, you know, he watches TV because anytime his name is brought up,
He's tweeting.
About it.
You see a lot of those comments about her temperament. I read a lot of stuff around election time. They were dealing with her policies and how she flip flops and how she just goes and changes with whichever way the fucking wind blows. Whatever wagon she can jump on this week that's gonna make her look good, then she's jumping on it and she's going behind it.
But
I didn't see anything. Maybe a couple of like internet trolls that might have said, "Oh, well, a woman in office, oh my god," but I never took that shit seriously. I didn't see anything big and just bold out there about.
Oh my god, I saw on CNN. I saw.
Oh well, fuck! I don't watch TV. I'm out.
So many interviews with people where they were asking, where they would go to Donald Trump rallies, and they would ask them, "What is your problem with Hillary Clinton?" It's just like, but what is she gonna do when she's on her period? She's gonna hit the nuclear button because she's angry?
Get the fuck out of
here!
Like
it was just really stupid stuff like that people were saying. And I'm just like. You cannot believe
she's been a politician. Like, do you realize
exactly
that she is not just showing up and
oh my God.
I'll try out,
right?
I'll volunteer as tribute looking ass, like
right
not,
in my pantsuit.
So it's just like there were just so many dumb comments made about her in relation to her being a woman, and it's just like. That's what made me really think that people just really don't want a woman.
Yeah,
it's like anybody. But
they didn't want Sarah Palin either. There were people who voted for her, yes, but she did not win.
Yeah, but she's a blithering
and
idiot.
She is an actual idiot.
No, yeah, she is.
She is an actual.
idiot. I think Bernie probably would have won.
Yeah,
if she hadn't blackballed his ass.
Yeah, yes. I think that he probably 100%. Would have won,
and he should have won. And everybody had issues about him being old, but. Man,
and if they would have joined the ticket together, they probably would have won.
But they would, and it would be hell every day. I think in that White House because they would have been fighting back and forth all day long about policies and shit like that.
She could just put him in timeout. Like,
my thing is,
whoa, I want Bernie to be president and her to be vice. Don't get it twisted.
I just feel like that's what people misconstrue about politics. Like, these people do not fucking care about you. They have their best interests.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why they're trying to run the country or the Senate or whatever they're trying to do is because they have stuff they want to get done
that they personally benefit from,
and they want to be in a position to make sure that gets done. So it doesn't really matter. I'm going to go vote for this person because he's talking about this, he's talking about this. At the end of the day, if that's going to affect his grandma negatively, he's probably not going to do it for you.
Mm-hmm. But in relation to like being black and having to be a Democrat,
Danielle always trying to go back to the topic.
but she's right. I'm glad you're bringing that up because this is tying this episode into the last one about us saying we're just doing stuff because I just go to church every Sunday because that's the way I was raised.
And why does your mouth look exactly like a sharecropper's mouth when you said
my
that?
grandmas and them,
that's exactly what I was.
Exactly.
That's exactly what I was about to ask. Like, why are you a Democrat?
Because that's what Mama and them was doing.
Exactly.
And
I was raised.
And they voted for Kennedy, and they didn't vote for Reagan, and they did vote for Clinton, and so yeah.
So I think that the idea of being a free thinker, which is what Kanye is trying to press upon people, is like it's very challenging to the idea of having to always do things the way that they always were done.
And in the we.
Yeah.
Because if you step outside of the we, you're a threat to the we.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Even though
right.
I mean everybody should be not saying that we shouldn't be moving as a unit. But there are things that affect me that don't affect Sharonda and don't affect you. That doesn't make us any less all black women,
I'm sorry. Is Sharonda black this week?
Oh,
she's Mesopotamian black.
My feelings really
Mesopotamian black. Just like you guys were talking about, just doing stuff because that's what the people before us did. Did y'all see that post? A white guy we know actually made it about black people seasoning their meat in the sink. You know what I'm talking about? First of all, I don't season my meat in the sink.
I don't either.
Okay, I do. I don't care.
Okay, but see, he was like, well, I don't know why y'all do that. And
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, though, from a food handler, somebody who I have a certification in management.
Food handling management.
No, I'm dead
You got
ass
a dog
serious.
that they gave y'all
I
a
have a
card?
fucking card. Yes, I do. You goddamn right. I have a card, and I have
Bet
to
you
keep-
handling that food wrong.
And I have to, but I have a manager certificate, so I have to. I'm held to a little bit of a higher standard than a regular motherfucker that's working in the fast food kitchen. There is absolutely nothing wrong with doing that as long as properly sanitized before and after. Like, there's nothing wrong with seasoning your meat however the fuck, wherever the fuck in your house that you want to. Just make sure that it's sanitized properly. That's all. I mean, what's
clean the
big
sink
fucking deal?
first. Like, I don't
Right.
No,
understand.
dead ass. Like, I mean, I
Right.
would clean it with something like we don't have, as consumers, we don't have this access to, the sanitation stuff that we use in the industry or whatever. But hey, I still use Clorox at home. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? And I let it sit for a minute and I rinse it. And then if I gotta put something in the sink, I gotta put something in the sink. It is what it is.
Did y'all see that
Right.
video of that black dude that had washed that chicken with dishwashing liquid?
Girl, why?
And he was videoing. He was like, "Wait, you said to wash the chicken though?"
But sometimes black people, we speak our own way. What needs to be said is we actually rinse our chicken.
Right.
We don't wash the chicken in dishwashing liquid, people. We rinse it. We run it over water because
Oh my god!
and then you pat it to dry.
Oh my god! I
no,
look.
you can't. You should actually.
Yeah,
you should pat it to dry because it absorbs seasoning a lot better.
Right.
Yeah, you should.
Oh yeah, you
dry
should
it.
definitely dry
Definitely
it.
dry.
Oh my god! When he added that dishwashing liquid, I was like,
Toxic, right? Yeah, I saw that shit.
I was like, "Oh my god, what are you doing?"
Oh Lord.
You on the video? No, what are you doing? Don't do that. Why is he doing that?
Oh my god!
Well, I'll say I am looking forward to hearing some of the music on Kanye's album because I want to see,
I'll be the first one to download it. I'm not even bullshitting. Like, I'm gonna be here for it. Just because my thing, I guess, because I'm always the outside person. I always think about the weirdest shit. Like, everybody's gonna be. If somebody asks a question and everybody answers the same way, my dumb ass is gonna answer, well, no, I don't like that because blah blah blah. So, being somebody that is already been called a fucking weirdo by everybody around me, like, I don't know. I guess I just get it. I get where he's coming from. I get what he's trying to do, and I'm here for it. I'm waiting to see.
I do too.
Did y'all hear about the Netflix show Spy Kids?
And the kid's voice.
Oh, the
yeah,
kid's
the
voice.
the white guy that was that
Yeah,
he's voice
I'm-
doing a
Hood. Look at it.
yeah he's
Talking about, I
like,
used to live in a
down.
motel. Why you say that?
yeah he was like
You're
it's
white
cool
trash.
it's cool because
Okay, you're not hood. You're white trash.
he's like I'm cool because I'm super urban, I've lived in motels
Yes,
and I rap and I do music and I have a track with Snoop Dogg and I was like pause
Yeah. Oh my god.
live in motels.
Now I do know people who have lived in motels.
I
and
don't
they
know
are
anybody.
black,
I do too, but
but there is some white trash that live there too.
that's not the hood though. The hood is like
The actual hood, like a motel, is not the hood. It's like one step away from getting the rent house.
So
in the low
I mean,
income
my
area.
concern with you think these things make
Make
you
you
black.
Right.
and though we're laughing, that's so fucked up that is what the stigma is out here. That's what do they have a track coming out with Snoop Dogg? Oh, check.
Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah.
So I have like a real live list
Oh my god.
of
Things that make you black.
Neil is just
okay. So the first thing is you need to know how to play dominoes or spades.
True.
it's not and spades, it's or.
I don't know how to play.
Okay,
It's or.
yeah, there are a lot of people.
It's
Okay,
or
it's
because I theoretically know how to play spades.
Yeah.
theoretically.
Oh, yeah, you kind of know.
That's
what to do,
not
but you
shit
never-
black people say, Danielle.
But you don't know because like you don't sit down at a spades table with black people and you not confident in
what your,
in
how
the way
many
you
books you have. And
yes
what
how
you
many
do.
and then be able to like fully read what your partner has and to know like how many
Yeah.
books you need to play off of that.
You
'Cause
have to be going to find your chair talking shit to bring your
Right.
chair
you know
to
what I'm
the
saying?
table.
Like you
Yeah.
can't you
Right.
can't just
Yeah.
you can't regular play spades.
You right.
Right.
I
You
meant-
talking shit in the car on the way to
Yes.
the family
Right.
function.
You need
Okay.
to be sending
All right.
text messages
All
like,
right.
yeah,
Okay.
here I come.
Right.
It's going down.
Who my partner?
Exactly.
Right.
Family text.
No, not such and such because she.
Cause she reneged last time.
No, that motherfucker.
Right.
In
No.
third grade, she reneged.
Bitch was wrong.
Oh
I ain't
my
letting that
God.
go, so I don't play with her no more.
Right.
Like I ain't got time for that.
I got
That's too much. That's too much pressure. That's
Okay. Because I come to the table to win. Fuck all that other shit.
like I'm confident at dominoes. I would tear that ass up on
Same.
dominoes. But
Same.
spades is
Spade,
like,
yeah. I be like,
I will spade. I will.
no, because I have got a paper cut on my finger and I can't play with the cards because I don't. Because I'm not.
no.
I done fucked around and had an ex-boyfriend. I used to go with not a boyfriend, but I used to go to family reunions with a guy that I was dating. And even when we wasn't just cool like that no more, I was still going because me and his mom was like, there was like a trophy situation happening.
Oh, God.
Their family shit was in the country. And his mom was like, Sharonda's coming, right? Okay, because we about to win this trophy this
See,
year.
it's real.
No,
It's real.
It's real. I was like, hey, if you got a girl or something, you can bring that bitch. I'm not tripping, but
Fuck you.
me and
Fuck
your
up.
mama,
I'm
we
gonna play the
got
game.
this shit popping, and we got to reclaim our title from last fucking year.
The tournament.
The tournament.
Okay.
Bro, you're bullshitting.
tournament.
It's a tournament.
And at the domino table, let somebody lose.
There's-
Get your ass up.
Right.
No, but there's a domino tournament too.
Oh,
like
yeah.
there's both.
Always.
There's both. But you gotta
Yeah.
pick a side. Either you playing dominoes or you playing cards.
Because in
What
my
you
family,
gonna
my
do?
step family, we play dominoes.
Mhm.
And they're so serious, they bring the poker chips out. That's how they score. They not
the
writing
white
shit
is
down.
5 and the red is 10.
Yes,
Girl,
these are some old men. They're not
I
writing
know.
shit
No.
down. They're like,
they got it in the Crown Royal bag.
And let me find out it's because
chips.
y'all don't know how. But also, they be having them chips. And like,
This bitch. Hey, let me find out.
Okay, Danielle, what's number 2?
Okay, so number 2 is you need to know how to turn a kid's birthday party into a family.
Full grown.
With
Family
dominoes or
kickback.
spades at the park.
If you
Yes.
don't know how to do that, because it starts at 1, but really it starts at the real time is 3.
Like
Right.
to
And
5.
then it's going to go until the next morning.
I was gonna say maybe 5, but
Yeah.
okay, you got me with 3.
We're going to start cooking at 2:15.
Right.
And then we're going to eat at 5 when
And
the
they-
kids already tired.
they
Right.
And then
Look.
we're going to put them on a movie inside. And then it's going down
They
outside.
busting open hot dog packs. At
Right.
3.
Yep.
So, because they gotta feed them kids.
Exactly.
Right.
Hot dogs. And then the real
Hot
food
dog.
comes later.
Right.
with that big bag of 24 pack
Yes.
of chips.
I'm telling you. I'm
Yes.
telling you.
Get y'all some
And
chips.
some
Go
fucking
get you a
Capri
soda.
Sun or
Exactly.
some Kool-Aid motherfucking jammers. Let's not pretend.
Yeah.
That shit does happen.
Wall
But
adult drink, brown
Exactly.
liquor,
You need to know
clear
how to
liquor.
successfully be able to carry that off.
That's true. And
Yeah.
there's no kids' music at all.
No
being
kids'
played.
music.
Uh-uh.
Yeah. Be with my sideways.
Oh, shit. Okay, but really, when I move, the backyard is really big, so I'm gonna get a moon bounce.
I
And I'm gonna
can't
do just
fucking
that.
wait. Well, just as long as I'm invited, I
Oh
don't
yeah,
give a shit.
You're gonna
I'll
come and help me
well,
cook.
'cause I have to cook. So
Yeah.
yeah. But I want to come to have fun too. Okay.
Yeah, dominoes and spades on the inside.
Right.
Okay, so the third, this is like crucial to being black. Like you need to know how to code switch.
Okay.
You need to know how to switch that shit up. Like from when you hanging out with your family and your kinfolk to when you around these white folks at work.
Instantaneously.
Like exactly.
Right.
So you can be on the phone. Girl, let me tell you about how may I help you? Like you
Right.
need to be able to do that.
You mean
Yeah.
this motherfucking Charles? Hi, Melinda. What's up?
Right. Girl, I'm trying to tell you, this is Michelle.
But you know who's like the best at code switching is Obama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obama was like the best.
Girl, he'll give some rocks in a second and be like,
Exactly.
yeah, regular handshake, like,
Strong handshake or whatever.
Do y'all watch Key and Peele?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
Yes.
that was the funniest
What's
shit.
up? What's up, buddy?
My
What's up?
man.
What's up?
My
Right.
man. Hi,
Hey,
how
how
are
you
you?
No, definitely.
That
Yeah.
shit's funny. Okay.
Okay, and so number 4, you need to know how to run without question.
Okay.
Like if somebody just starts
Oh, yeah.
running.
You saw
Oh,
that
yeah.
alligator video?
Oh yeah.
No, I
This
didn't.
morning?
No.
There was an alligator video on the internet where some girls were out about swamp, like I think in Louisiana somewhere, and the gator got up and they was like, and all you
And
could see
everybody-
is the ground,
And,
like,
and
because
everybody
they was-
lived.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
See,
everybody was
that's how,
just like, bye, bitch.
You don't even know what's going
Don't
on.
even know.
Like you
Jesus
gotta
coming back.
run,
Bitch,
nigga,
run,
run,
bitch.
you don't stop until you out of breath and you feel like you're in a safe
And
space.
you are far the fuck away from wherever you initially
and then you
were.
ask, so what was going on?
Right.
So
It's like,
you mean,
Girl, Jesus was over there. Y'all missed it.
So you mean like, so if we're hanging out somewhere at a festival and we're having fun, and we see 2 or 3 people running full sprint, we're supposed to what?
You're supposed to get up and run.
Don't ask no
Don't
questions.
ask no questions.
And most importantly, don't go into the direction that you're running from, please. Okay?
Please.
Right. No, you don't do that.
No, you run.
No.
And you ask no questions.
Yeah.
Right.
Go.
Get some yonder, as they say.
Some yonder.
Rich around.
Okay. Last but not least, you need to cook with some seasoning.
Did y'all see the paper? The paper that got the seasoning on it?
What?
It's like a seasoning wrap.
What?
It's
What in the white people hell?
Right.
What in the white folks in the water season flavored chicken hell? No. What?
It's a wrap. Like it's a piece of paper, and you put the chicken or whatever meat you want to season inside of it. Then you fold the other side over, and I think you just like rub it. And that's how the meat gets seasoned. Because if you don't know, you know what I'm saying, how to measure seasoning. Are you fucking with me?
First of all, there's no measurement in the black.
Right. You just do it until you feel right. That's when you just do it till you feel right. A little bit of
That's when you fucked up. I almost fell bacon and pastry because of that shit. I don't know how to measure nothing. Sir, what the fuck do you mean if I go 1 gram over, it's gonna fuck up the whole cake?
That's why I don't bake. Because I'd be like, what you mean I can't just put the whole stick of butter in there? You mean to tell me I cut this bit?
I cook how I feel. Look.
I had to have legitimate talk with myself and African American Jesus. Because I was like, I don't understand this thing they call measuring.
You're going to use these measuring cups, and you're going to use this sifter, and you're going to learn how to do this.
Try a scale. Just some off the wall shit I'm not used to. I was like, I am going to fail this one.
Like, okay, let's just like for the white people, seasoning is not salt and pepper.
It's not.
That is the basic. That's like
that's what I season my vegetables with.
Yeah,
as a start.
Yeah. As a start. As a start. You know you got to throw something else in there.
That goes hand in hand with actually opening the package of meat or the package of vegetables.
Like all that
salt and pepper is like automatic.
Right.
It's like when you buy a car, they don't give it to you empty.
Right.
You got a little bit of gas.
A little bit of gas. And that's
salt and pepper is a little bit of gas.
A little bit.
And
you gotta go fill it up. You gotta go fill it up though.
That courtesy wash.
That courtesy wash. Yeah. You gotta fill it up yourself now.
Like all those seasonings at the grocery store, they do have a purpose. They're not just there. You know, they're not just there.
Like legit.
And even though parsley does not have a taste, sometimes it is required because you need it to look cute. But you need to put some other stuff in there. Coriander.
Coriander's a motherfucker.
Cumin. Shit, turmeric even. It's a little bit spicy.
Mm-hmm.
A little spicy. But not just salt and pepper.
Like
even a hot sauce.
Some garlic powder, onion powder.
Right.
Like that's
Those
just
Italian seasoning.
Exactly.
Because you're really like kind of cussing right now. Y'all excuse Danielle, but like garlic powder and onion powder, that's like a staple.
It is. It's like you gotta.
That's where I start.
Right.
I don't start seasoning till after that
exactly.
Shit. That's when I start seasoning it because that's a given. I have a mixture of all of that right now. It's the perfect balance. It's salt, white pepper. I use white pepper. Salt, white pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. Like that's already in a thing. So when I go sprinkle it, bitch, it's getting all of that at one time. Then I'm like, okay, what am I gonna season this with?
So what do you put on your stuff? What are you seasoning with?
With what?
Like if you're gonna make chicken,
it just depends on. How
I put cayenne pepper on everything.
Do you?
You know what, my son? It's so funny. Like I was making something one day, and he was like, "Mama, this feel like it's missing something. Did you put some cayenne in there?"
And you was like, "That's my boy."
I was like, you know what?
Baby.
It do need a little bit more cayenne. Like, go ahead, throw a little bit more up in there.
I used to cook with a lot of cayenne, but because I have to send Hunter with his lunch, like at school, I can't do too much of, like, I don't want to do too spicy because he's fucking 2. So I don't want.
You gotta learn, train him up.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I do. I wasn't done. I do use chili powder for as a starter. So he's starting off with chili powder. Okay, and then he's gonna graduate to cayenne and gonna get some Texas Pete in them and all that other shit, some Louisiana. But no, it just depends on. Like, I make a lot of my own seasonings. There's a spice shop that I go to in the area, and you buy the shit like you can buy smoked salts and shit like that. So I literally go buy the shit by either the bag or by the I refill my bottles, and I just make up shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay,
I really do.
So there's no reasoning or rhyme to it.
Right.
But you just
do
need to
what you
use
feel.
seasoning.
Do what you
No,
feel.
I mean it is like certain things give you certain flavors, but and then
I know,
also I don't buy things already ground up. I grind my own like coriander seeds, stuff like that. I
So
grind
she
that
be
shit up
doing
fresh.
the absolute motherfucking most
Well
because
I
she's a
mean,
chef.
That's what I was about to say. Like, don't try.
I'm
to do
somebody's
me.
mama who just got off of work.
Okay.
Okay,
Bitch, I'm
so
somebody's mama that just got off a motherfucking work.
but I'm not a chef though too. At
You
the
know,
same
the
time.
only thing I have to grind is Himalayan pink salt.
Me too, and
That's
I
the
love
only
it.
thing. That's the only thing.
It's like so,
and keep
it's so
using
salty.
that. It's so it's good for you though.
Salty.
It has very good whatever I forgot what he told me. Whatever qualities it has in it that make it up, it's got a little bit more than regular. Because iodized salt is out the window. Don't ever use that shit. If
On
anything,
slugs, yeah.
oh
But
to kill
Because
slugs.
I wish I would go outside with that grinder trying to kill a slug with that Himalayan pink.
No, don't do that. But I mean, kosher salt is great for you too. But pink Himalayan salt has good, like wonderful certain properties for you health wise. But just season from your soul, even if it's a white soul. White people got soul too.
Yeah, I
Looking
mean,
ass. I mean, I don't know.
like the easiest thing to
Try
do
some
is
it
just
clear?
like we said, to get some salt and pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and whatever. Like Italian seasoning is another one. You should just, or even just make a dash.
Experiment. Yeah.
Salt and
Outside of
pepper.
salt and pepper.
Right, salt
Because-
and pepper, Mrs. Dash. That's easy and safe for you guys to start with.
Yeah.
Please do not buy the seasoning wrap.
We were so mad. I don't even know about this, but
I
about
didn't
to.
know either.
In fact, let me get to Googling
A
this bullshit,
seasoning
'cause
wrap.
this
That
don't
is
even
funny.
sound
I guess it
good.
would be like how people would make stuff in aluminum foil in the oven. How they fold like those packs.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
but
talking about?
at-
You season
no,
that
but that's
yourself.
only to trap the heat, to
Right.
keep the juices
Yeah, but you
in
season
there.
it first and then
Yeah, but you're seasoning the
But see,
meat,
this
not
is
the
the
wrap.
this
That's
is the
fucking
season. The
weird.
wrap is the season. Let me see.
I don't. Okay.
You
Well,
try.
I think it's
I'm
Stouffer.
Danielle want a cape for y'all, and I'm sorry, but Michelle and I are
I'm
against
trying to
it.
find something relatable.
No, it's not relatable.
Yeah, to
Stouffer's
that, but
seasoning
Creations?
wraps.
Stouffer's. Let's stop there.
Stouffer season. Right, bitch. 'Cause they don't use no seasoning. in their food.
None.
They'd be like, frozen lasagna. I love making lasagna from scratch because I can put the right.
Oh
amount
my
of
God, this is real. What the fuck?
I'm sorry. I feel like I said that, and then that's why I told you. And then she say, yeah, seasoning wraps: roasted
What?
garlic and lemon, tomato and herb, Thai style
Italian
ginger.
Oh
no, that's something different.
I feel like this is so lazy.
Danielle, you gotta see this.
But if you don't know how to do it,
Slap.
Italian herb wrap.
What the fuck is that?
White women, turn away from the light. Just kidding. They did y'all wrong because they knew y'all was gonna buy it. And I just
So
wanna
do
tell
you cook it in this wrap?
I don't.
Or
you just
know.
ma- you just-
But it's literally like it looks like a piece of wax paper that they've
Yeah,
attached
that's what it
seasoning
is.
to, and you
put the meat in there and then you
And it attaches to
just
the meat.
flatten the chicken breast to 1 inch thick. Wrap snugly in the seasoning wrap and cook for 10 minutes.
Oh, you cook it in it. Okay.
Take me to the king.
Cause man, you ain't got nothing.
Well, I mean,
to
I
do
guess if you
with
don't want to
that.
buy all of,
But that's cheap. Like that's. I mean,
I wonder how much
seasonings are
this shit
cheap.
costs. You could go to
No, seasonings
the
are
99-cent
cheap.
only
Yes.
store and fill up on seasoning. Because they have, what is it? All Seasons is the brand. But whatever. I mean, it
Mhm.
still works. If you don't have, if you want to.
well, Walmart has that bin of 99 cents.
Right.
And that
everything's a
bitch
dollar.
stay full of shit.
It
stay
does.
full. Paprika is your friend.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Oh, I
man.
love paprika.
It is your friend.
Oh, and smoked
I do.
paprika.
I do. I
And
do-
some beans? What?
I have
Oh
a-
It's a-
gosh, oh yeah.
I do have a Spanish smoked
Do you?
paprika. Oh my god. Saffron. I mean, but the point is, there's so many things that are 99 cents in the seasoning bin at Walmart that you can use. And I hate Walmart, but I know that much. I know that's there.
Yeah, don't do this. Okay.
Don't do these bags. Don't do that, man.
It's not a bag,
Like,
child's piece of paper.
I mean, don't do the paper.
Hell, I could have made this. I could have came out with this. We could have all been like Sharonda's flavor.
I know,
On the
right?
Girls website, y'all could have purchased seasoning wraps.
Right?
Except I'm ghetto. That shit gonna come in a baggie.
I'm like
You know
low
what I'm
Drop the
key.
saying?
chicken in there and
You
shake
know
that
what
all
I'm saying? You
around.
gonna shake that bitch up.
And you can't cook it in it though.
And you can't cook it in there because it's gonna be a Ziploc. It may be a motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, dollar store brand bag, Ziploc-y, quote unquote, type bag, but you can't cook it in that motherfucker.
Like the one you hold your wheat in?
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea. I hate this bitch. No, it's like the one that yours comes in.
So how did y'all like the wine?
I liked it. It's like a Argentinian Sauvignon, though it was a bit high on the acidic level.
We did have a little bit of that.
Yeah, it was. And it's kind of a little salty, maybe. I guess that's
It's
the
seasoned.
acid. Yeah, it's seasoned wine.
Yeah.
But I liked it. I will give it a it's a well, I was about to say something about the color and I drank it all. It's like a golden, it's like a pretty golden color.
It actually
Yeah.
looks like urine.
I knew this bitch was gonna say it because
But it does.
Yeah.
It has a really deep gold
Yeah.
on it. And it actually is really
it's
good.
a pretty color, but like a person that maybe like drinks a lot of water urine, not like you ghetto motherfuckers. who
Yeah,
drink
Kool-Aid
motherfucking
and
Kool-Aids
soda,
Sprites all day.
Welch's. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I'll give it a 19.
Okay.
Michelle.
I think I'm gonna give it a 22 because it's white and it was good.
And Michelle loves all things white.
Oh,
I'm-
including white people.
Duh. Because she's gonna run right out and buy those wraps. All right.
Bitch, I already have them in my shopping cart on HEB.com. Don't play with me.
It's not even in my Instacart. What are you talking about? No, I liked it too. It's not oaky. You know, that's my whole thing. So I'm rolling with a 20 on this one.
Okay.
I like it.
You know, I don't even drink Chardonnay anymore because I don't like the oakiness. I don't drink.
Still my heart.
I haven't drank a Chardonnay
Have you outgrown?
in a
oak?
long time.
Have you outgrown? oak?
Probably so, maybe. I drink rosé and I drink that a brand and
This bitch, but it is summertime turn.
and
what?
Pinot and
It
Pinot
is.
Grigio.
Now that
Like that's
you
what I
said
mean.
rose, I got to talk about this.
It's
Can
time
I-
for rosés though. They're in season. It's about to be summertime.
Yeah.
Can I talk
So-
about trap wine for just a second?
Trap wine. Let's do it. Michelle wants to speak about trap wine.
Why? Okay. The issue is, I mean,
Can you explain though to people what trap wine
Trap
is?
wine is a wine festival with a DJ who plays trap music. Okay. So
Okay.
when you go to a festival, you imagine vendors, right?
Mhm.
Correct.
And you just like pop by each tent and you sample what they've got. You know,
Mhm.
find out maybe if you like it. If you like it, you can purchase it. Right?
They have bottles on.
They'll have
deck.
bottles on deck for you to buy, right? No. So this was when you get there. Okay, so it was a $25 per person event. So when you get there, they give you 4 drink tickets. So basically, there's, I think it was 3 tents or 3 lines. Moscato, White Zinfandel, and then there was a red blend and rosé were together and some else. Anyway, in order to like really get a glass of wine,
Mhm.
you pretty much had to give all your tickets. So
That's some bullshit.
Whoa,
right,
Stop. Let me talk to me like I'm 2. One glass was all your tickets.
if you wanted, like, okay, you know how a wine
Because they give you like a
They
shot.
go by
yeah,
ounces.
because you know with a wine
What
glass,
in the ghetto fucking hell? You know how many wine festivals I've been to that I'm like, ma'am, white lady, please stop pouring, please.
Right.
No,
I
this
just
wasn't
want to
that.
taste it.
And then the thing I didn't like about it was the people didn't tell us anything about the wines we were drinking.
It's just like, oh, just drink it.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
pour it.
you
Just
want
show
some
up and drink
wine? Give me some off in the back. Hold on, we gotta get another box.
It felt like it was organized by black folks, is what I'm trying to say.
Mm.
And I just feel like it has so much potential. Like we really could have emceed the event. Like that would have been cool.
Yeah.
You know,
Can you? Where was this held?
at Jones Plaza.
I'm disappointed right now.
I'm gonna email the organizers actually to see if next time if they.
Oh, how white of you.
I want to. Can I speak to a manager now?
No, not about gas. Not with the complaints, just to see if we can get in on the next one, dummies.
No, I'm fucking with you,
Bitches.
I like where you go with that. I like where you go with that.
No,
No,
but the
but
issue is
I've
that they
been-
also ran out of food. They had a food truck, a food tent, and then another food truck that like had hot dogs. And
Okay,
corn dogs.
food
No, we
trucks know that. Like, you have to know that food trucks are going to run out of food.
Well,
like, that's going to happen.
Yeah.
So maybe they should have.
But that's what I'm saying. It wasn't organized really
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Because the thing ended at 9:30.
You think they need some help? Let's
No, I'm
we
sorry.
should just
it
go
ended at
organize.
9 o'clock. I want to, but I know they ain't
Oh,
going to because I
shit.
think it was 2 men. But it ended at 9:00. So at 8, we were trying to get something to eat, and the lady was like, "Oh, it's an hour and a half wait, but we're not gonna be here whenever our food is ready."
Yeah.
So that was another issue. It was just, it was just, there were little tweaks about it, but the drink tickets really, really turned me off because they had such an opportunity to bring actual wine vendors there. I mean, Messina Hoff is right down the street.
No, like
there's a lot
you
of wine.
literally took the words out of my mouth. Like the people from Messina Hoff, like the one wine festival, because I've been to many. Okay, I love wine. But the one I went to in spring, like I had to tell the lady from Messina Hoff, like, "Ma'am, can you stop like refilling?" Because she not only filled my glass up when I did the quote unquote tasting, like I was standing there talking to Omar. We were talking to like some other random ass people that we met because that's what we do. And as I'm talking and holding my glass like this, like in the air, the lady comes behind me and was like, "Oh my God, you were drinking the Pinot Noir, right? Okay, well I was like, oh my God, stop. Let me drunk. I have to drive. Ma'am, please stop. I'm like the driver here today. Thank you." That's just not.
It just was a shame.
There was like, and spring is small, and I swear, I think I tried like 10 wines there, and I got a souvenir glass. Like I got the glass.
Oh, they did give a little bitty, like it was a teensy weensy wine glass they gave away, which is fine. But I was just disappointed in the presentation of everything. And yes, maybe it is white of me.
Y'all, we gotta do better.
A wine festival to actually be a wine
festival.
A festival. I'm like, vendors pay you to come to your event and be there because there's an opportunity for them to sell. So why would you not reach out to wine vendors and have them come and do that? I'm like flabbergasted. But anyway, anybody have anything they want to add before we wrap this one up? No.
Do better, baby.
There's no one way to be black. How about that?
There's no one way to be black, and there's no one way to be black and run a festival, because next time you're gonna need this black female to assist you, because that was ultra black.
My final thought is we are multifaceted, magical fucking creatures that come in all shapes, sizes, colors, and
hair texture.
And Mesopotamia.
Oh, really? Okay. So fuck these two black bitches that are in front of me. But what I was trying to say is that, we as a people can accomplish anything. I don't know. I feel like it's
like open your mind. That's another thing. It's like
be open minded. Yeah, that's
open. Like don't say, that's what white folks do. No, that's what people who want to be successful and succeed do.
Yeah, I think that
right.
I think as a whole, black people don't necessarily think about individual happiness and how that individual happiness does not necessarily fall along the line of the collective needs. Like hiking could actually make you happy.
And it should, if that's what you like to do.
If that's what you like to do. And black people as a whole don't necessarily like to hike.
Right.
Black people in the wooded area, not so fun. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because that's where Jason lives.
Not really though. In the movies we don't live, but real life, bitch, I don't trip over twigs. Cause we all know we can run barefooted in the woods.
So it's like,
okay, come on,
like bitch, it could be oyster shells, bitch. I'm
bitch,
running
it's in
fast
your blood.
as fuck. I'm telling you, we've done it before.
So yeah, there's just no one way. Just focus on doing the things that make you as an individual happy.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm. Bye.
Thank you for joining us on Between Us Girls. But don't keep it a secret. Listen and share with everyone you know. See you next week.